Hello everyone, welcome to this video series on number system. So today we'll be discussing on the concepts and various illustrations based on the number of digits, the largest digit, smallest digit in any base system. So let's start uh, this session. So first we'll start with how to find the number of such numbers of n digit number in any base system. So let us see. I start with a very simple, which is a decimal system, which is base 10. So base 10, if I have to find the number of three digit total number of three digit numbers, so what will I do? So in base 10 I know that the digits are basically digits range from 0 to 9, right? 0 to 9. So total we have 10 symbols or 10 digits. So total number of three digits number will be how many? So this, let this be the hundreds place digit. So this can take 0 to 9. Here also it can take 0 to 9. 0 to 9. So if the question is to find the total number of total numbers which are less than or equal to three digit number. So in that case it could have been this is 10, this is 10, this is 10. So this is nothing but 10 cube. So this gives on the three digit number, on the two digits number, on the single digits number. That is on the three digits number, three digits, two digits, and single digit number. This gives. So this place can take on the digits from 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 total 10 or 10 count. Similarly, the tens place can take 0 to 9, which is again 10 count, and units place can take 0 to 9 digits, which is 10 count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 10, 9. So 10 into 10 into 10, total number of numbers which are of three digits, two digits, or single digit is nothing but 10 cube, which is 1000. Now, had the question been only three digits number in base system 10, so that would have been what? This place now cannot take 0 because now we have to find the total three digit number. Total three digit number. So this place now cannot take 0. If it takes 0, then it becomes a two digit number basically. So this can have the values from 1 to 9, right? So basically it will have 9 values. Here it can have all the values from 0 to 9. So basically it is 10 values. And here all the values from 0 to 9. So basically it is 10 values. So this becomes 9 into 10 square, which is total three digit number. So this way, this is for base 10. Now let us take some other random base. Had the base been, so now say if the base is 8, so what will happen? In case of 8, what are the permitted digits? That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? These are the digits which are permitted in base 10. So now if the question was to find the total, say, four digit number, total four digit number in base 8, so that would be given by nothing but there would be four digits, right? And since it is a four digit number, so this place cannot have 0. If it becomes 0, then it will turn out to be a three digit number. So here it can take values from 1 to 7. This place can take all the values from 0 to 7. This can take all the values from 0 to 7. This place can take all the values from 0 to 7. So this is nothing but 7 in count, 1 to 7. 0 to 7 will count to 8. This is 8. This is 8. So basically it becomes 7 into 8 cube, right? So the total four digit numbers in base 8 is 7 into 8 cube. So therefore Now we can generalize this, that generalization would be कि total n digit number in any base b would be given by, now see what would be happen if it is b. So b will take what are digits from 0 to b minus 1 in value, right? So therefore, and n digit numbers, so n digit means on the n minus 1 places can have b, I mean if I can show here, so all these places can have b number of counts, b number of different values, and this place will have b minus 1, right? And on this count to n digits, so basically there will be n minus 1 places which will take b number of values, and one place will take b minus 1 digits. So this will be b minus 1 into b raised to power n minus 1, right? Total n digit number. So if it has to be n digit number, the first place has to be a positive integer, it cannot take 0, so therefore b minus 1 values. Rest of the places can have all the values from 0 to b minus 1, which will count to b digits. So b digits n minus 1 time, so b raised to power n minus 1. So this is generic expression, we need not remember this, but just for the I mean sake of understanding and easy reference I have mentioned here, right? So this is a very, I mean, easy and a basic theory around this. Now we'll get back to some illustrations. So question is find the total 5 digit, 6 digit and 7 digit numbers in base 8. Okay, so it's base 8 only. So base is 8. Okay, I have to find the total 5 digit number. So 5 digit number. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. First place can take all the values from 0 to 7, and 8 base 8 means permissible digits are 0, 1, 2, so on till 7 only, this we know. Similarly, no, this will take 1 to 7, right? Because it has to be 5 digit. Now second place will can take all the possible 0 to 7. Third place can take all possible, even this can take, and 0 to 7. So 1 to 7 total count would be 7. Here it will be 8, 8, 8, 8. So this becomes 7 into 8 raised to power 4, right? So what it would be? It would be nothing but 7 into 8 square into 8 square. 8 square is 64, means 64 ka square. 64 square, 64 is 14 more than 50, so it will be 196. So 96, then 25, 25 plus 14 becomes uh, 39 plus 1, 4096. I mean, basically, I am calculating a square of 64. This we have seen in the Vedic maths, how to calculate the square of different numbers mentally. So this I have done. Now I will multiply this. It becomes 7 6 is 42, 4 63, 4 67, 6 2 4 6 7 2. 7 6 is 42, 4 7 9 is 63, 4 67, 6 7 0 is 0 6 7. So this is the number. Now second thing we'll see, that is 6 digit number. Had it been a 6 digit number, so basically for 6 digit number, it is like 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So this place will take 7 values, this will take all the 8 values. Now this we have seen, so this is now 7 into 8 raised to power 5. So this we can do, I mean I not do the calculation. Now the 7 digit numbers again, 7 digit number in base 8. So directly I can write now, it will be nothing but 7 into 8 raised to power 6, right? One place will take 7 values, other 6 places will take 8 values. So this is the answer. So this will take 7 values, rest of the places will take 8 values. So this we can write. So this is the basic understanding around the number of n-digit numbers in any base system. Now, uh, so we have seen that there would be certain number of n-digit numbers in any base system. So that number there would be certain a smallest and a certain number which will be largest in that series. So now that we have to concentrate on. So this question is find the smallest base b such that 51b is a perfect. Acha, so this is just I mean simple application of a base system. So 51b is a perfect square. So we can expand this bracket. So this becomes 5b plus 1 is a perfect square. So now we have to find the smallest b, right? So what are the perfect square, possible perfect square? 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Now 5b plus 1 is in base uh, 10, right? Because we have expanded this. So this is in base 10 now. And on the base 10 squares are 1, 4, 9, 16, 5 square is 24, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, and so on. Now we have to check the smallest value of b. So which one? 1 will not satisfy this because if we equate this to 1, b will be 0. So corresponding value of b also I write here. B cannot be 0 because b is a base system, so it has to be greater than equal to 1. So b cannot be 0. Then this will give some fractional b which is not possible. This will give again fractional b not possible. 16. So 16 is a number which will give b is equal to 3, right? Here b is equal to 0, not possible. These are fractional. So b is equal to 3 is the smallest b, for which 51 in base b will give a perfect square. Right? So this is very simple application of a very basic level base system concept. Now we will look into some concepts on smallest n-digit number and largest n-digit number in any base system. So it's like, see, first what happens in decimal system. So decimal system, what happens? I mean, if I have to find the smallest, say, 3-digit number, the smallest 3-digit number is what? That would be, and decimal system, the permitted digits are 0, 1, 2 till 9. So smallest digit can be a combination of, I mean, 3-digit number. So it will be 3 digits. So 100 will be the smallest 3-digit number. There can be no number which is lesser than this and 3 digit. So this is nothing but 1 and the rest of the number is smallest number 0, right? Similarly, smallest 4-digit number, nothing but 1 followed by three zeros, right? Very simple concept. Now if the we have to find the largest 3-digit number, then what would be the largest 3-digit number? So that for the number to be largest, there are three places, 3-digit number. So all the places should contain the largest value, largest permissible digit, which is 9. So if I write the largest permissible digit, which is 9, so it becomes the largest 3-digit number. Similarly, largest 4-digit number will be 4 places, and all the places will be occupied by the largest digit, so that the number is the largest possible. So it is like 99 in all the base system 10. So similarly we check this for other base system. because the concept remains the same irrespective of whichever base system we are working in. So say suppose now base is say 6. So what would happen? Base is 6 means permissible digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So smallest say 4 digit number, smallest 4 digit number would be what? I mean, it has to be 4 places and this place cannot be 0, right? Because then otherwise it will be 3 digit number. So it will be 1. And now to for the number to be smallest, rest of the number has to be 0. So this is the smallest number in base 6, right? Similarly, what would be the largest number? Largest 4 digit number in base 6. Now see, it there has to be 4 places and for the number to be largest, all the 4 places should contain the largest possible digit, right? And the largest possible digit in base 6 is 5, so it should be 5 at all the places, right? So this becomes the largest 4 digit number. Similarly, if the question is to find the largest say 3 digit number, so it will be nothing but 1, 2, 3 places and all the places should contain 5 only for the number to be largest. So this is a very simple concept. Just I mean the idea you should get into how to arrive at the highest and the lowest number, n digit number in any base system. And we can draw a very similar analogy from what happens in decimal system to any other system which we are working into. So basis this we'll solve some example. So here the question is find the smallest 3 digit, 4 digit and 5 digit numbers in base 8. I mean extremely simple problem, we need not even touch pen or paper. So here it says smallest 3 digit and base is 8, right? So smallest 3 digit would be what? I mean this digit we cannot keep it 0, right? And the rest of the digit we can make it 0. So this is the smallest 3 digit number. The smallest 4 digit, 1, 2, 3, 4 places. This digit we cannot leave 0, otherwise this will become 3 digit. And rest of the places we can put 0. So this is the largest 3 digit, largest 4 digit and sorry smallest and the smallest 5 digit number in base 8 is nothing but 10,000. So 10000. So pretty simple. I mean nothing complicated here. This way we can solve. Now the question is find the largest 3 digit number in base 5. So here the largest 3 digit number in base 5. Base is 5. So what is the largest 3 digit number in base 5? That we know. Base 5 contains all the permissible digits from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So for the number to be largest, all the digits must contain 4 only, right, in base 5. Now this we should okay, so this is yeah, that is 4 written 3 times in base 5, right? Now so this we will expand now. I mean to convert in base 10, I mean if the answer has to be expressed in base 10, so we can write this as 4 into 5 square plus 4 into 5 plus 4. This becomes 25 into 424. 124 in base 10, right? This is in base 10. Even the previous problem also we can convert into base so this is in base 8, so this is nothing but 8 square, right? This is nothing but 8 cube, this is nothing but 8 4. So this basically we are converting to base 10. right? So a very direct analogy we can see. I mean, if anyone asks what is the smallest n-digit number in any base, so we can take a very direct similarity from base 10. When someone asks what is the smallest three-digit number in base 10, we directly say 10 square, right? So similarly, the smallest three-digit number in base 8 will be 8 square when expressed in decimal system. Similarly, smallest five-digit number in base 8 will be 8 raised to power 4, right? Smallest six-digit number in base 8 will be 8 raised to power 5. So when I mean expressed in decimal system, so we can take a very direct analogy from what is happening in decimal system. Had the question been asking for base 4, we could have directly said the smallest three-digit number in base 4 is 4 square. The smallest four-digit number in base 4 is 4 cube. The smallest five-digit number in base 5 is 4 raised to power 4. So this is also a very standard thing which we make use of quite extensively in solving the problems. Now let's get to the question number 5, where find the largest four-digit number in base 11. So here base is 11. We have to find the largest four-digit number. The largest four-digit number we can write as, we know 11 the possible permissible digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till a, where a has a value equivalent to 10. So largest four-digit number in base 11 would be nothing but all the places a has to be there for the number to be largest, right? So if we expand to now base 10, this will be nothing but a into 11 raised to power 3, right? This place has a value 11 raised to power 3 plus this a into 11 square plus this a into 11 plus this a into 11 raised to power 0, which we write. Now 11 cube we know is 1331, so it becomes 1331 and a is 10, right? So we multiply into 10 plus 11 square is 121 into 10 plus this becomes 11 into 10 plus 10. If we add this, this becomes 1331 0 plus 1210 plus 110 plus 10. So this is nothing but 1210 plus 110, 1320, 1330. 1330 if you added here, it becomes 14640. 14640, right? So this is the answer in base 10. But now see the problem here is, if we have to expand the bracket and if the bases are large or the number of digits are more, then the calculation would be very intensive. I mean here only 11 cube and had the base been 14 or 15, or I mean the number of digits more than 4 or 5, so the calculation is going to be very intensive. So there is a way out here. So now we will look into the method 2. So method 2 basically deals into, we solve both the problems in method 2. Method 2. So example 4 we will solve first. So here what is it? We have to find largest three digit number. So can we say largest n digit number in any base is equal to smallest n plus one digit number in that base minus 1, right? This we can say. I'll show with the examples in decimal 10 decimal system. So let us see what we are saying here. So this is a very standard result which we can remember. I mean, and this is important also. So what we are saying here, can say if I have to find the largest uh, three-digit decimal system, largest in decimal system, largest three-digit number. So that is 999, right? This is same as 1000 minus 1, which is nothing but smallest four-digit number. N plus 1, the smallest four-digit number minus 1. So that is what we are saying. Largest n-digit number in any base is equal to smallest n plus 1-digit number minus n-digit number in that base minus 1, right? So using this concept, we will solve both the problems here. First, we will take example 4 here, right? So example 4 we will solve here. It says largest three-digit number in base 3. So base 5, largest three number would be 4, 4, 4 in base 5. This is nothing but what? Smallest four-digit number in base 5 minus 1, right? And this is very easy to calculate. This is nothing but 5 raised to power 3 into 1 minus 1, which is 125 minus 1, which is 124. Same as what we had got here, 124 in base 10, right? This is the answer. Now, same way we will solve example 5 also. Example 5 says largest four-digit number in base 11. So it is four-digit number in base 11 and it has to be largest. So it will be nothing but A. That will be given by smallest smallest five-digit number in any base would be this only, minus 1, right? And now to calculate this is pretty simple. This is nothing but 1 into 11 raised to power 1 into 11 raised to power 4. 11 raised to power 4 minus 1. 11 raised to power 4 we know is 121 square, and 121 square is 440. I mean 21 square is 441. 41 we will take, 4 is common. So when we carry over, so now it becomes 121 plus 21, 142 plus 4, 146. So 14641 becomes 14640, right? So this is, I mean, considerably less calculation intensive, and a very, I mean, the proper way of thinking at the problem. We can avoid the calculation whatever is involved in this is, method one. So here the key concept is the key takeaway that for any n-digit largest number in any base, it will be nothing but the smallest number in n plus 1 digit minus 1. So that will be given by nothing but, basically, if I have to find the largest four-digit number, I will simply do the base raised to power that n minus 1. So this we can, I mean, remember also, base raised to power n minus 1. Right. So this is pretty simple. Now we'll move to next question, which is question number 6. So here it says find the greatest four-digit perfect square in any base. Okay, so we have to find the greatest four-digit perfect square in base 7. So base is 7. So now what is the maximum, I mean, largest four-digit number in base 7? So that is nothing but 6666, right? So this is the largest in base 7, largest four-digit number. So that perfect square has to be less than this only. And if it has to be perfect square, so basically what happens, I mean, if it would be of this format AB square, then only it will give 4-digit number. 4-digit number. So A and B are digits in base 7, when squared give a 4-digit number. And now for this 4-digit number to be maximum, AB has to be maximum. And what is the maximum 2-digit number in base 7? So that is nothing but 66, we know. So it is 66 square in base 7. So this we know, 66 square in base 7. This we can multiply. We have seen the multiplication operation, how to multiply. So this is nothing but, now see, 6 6 are 36. 36 in base 7 we will convert. So it becomes 7 5 are 31. 1 will be remainder. 5 is carried over. 6 6 are 36 plus 5 41. 41 when converted to base 7, it becomes 7 5 are 35 and 6 remainder. So 561, right? And same again, if the second step multiplication, it gives 561. If we add the both, it becomes 1. 6 plus 1 7. 7 in base 7 would be 0 and 1. 1 will be carried over. It becomes 6 plus 5 11. 11 plus 1 carry over 12. 12 in base 7 is 1 5, of which 5 we will retain. 1 will be carried over to 5. 5 plus 1 becomes 6. So 6501 is in base 7. So 6501 is a number in base 7. So this is the answer. We can convert this to base 10 also, but I mean, no concept hereafter. It's just a calculation. So we can stop here also. Yeah. I mean, the answer is asked in base 7 itself. So 6501 becomes the answer to this question. Now we will look at question number 7. Find the smallest base such that 340 can be as written in that base using only 3 digits. So find the smallest base, right? So basically what it is asking, that 340 can be written as A, B, C, some 3 digits in base n. So we have to find the minimum n. So let us see. Now see how to approach the question of this nature. We know that 340 is in base 10. So now see, if we reduce the base, I mean if we take, if we look at this, if we take base n is equal to 2, so we know if we take it as 2, so 340 when converted to base 2, it will, I mean, the one basic approach would be to check from what 2 3 so on, and let us see where is the smallest n where we get 3-digit number. But that would be very, I mean, mechanical and time consuming. So the approach would be to, the answer would be somewhere near this 10 only, right? Because if we take a very small number, say 2, the number of digits will be much more, that we see. If we take a very larger number, then the number of digits will reduce from 3 to 2, because here it is 3-digit number 340. It may come down to 2 if we take a base 13 or 12. So we will check, and we have to find the lowest. So we'll start with something around 6 7 or 5 base. So let us see in base 6 how does this come out. So 340. So that we can see, I mean, we need not convert also. So in base 6, if we try base 6, let's check base 6. So base 6, what is the maximum 3-digit number? Maximum 3-digit number is 555 to base 6. So this we can write as 6 raised to power 3 minus 1, right? this is 215. So now see, here we get that maximum 3-digit number which base 6 can have is 215. So certainly 340 cannot be there in base 6. So 215, which is in decimal system, is the maximum number which can be accommodated in 3 digits in base 6, right? Because 555 is the largest 3-digit number in base 6. So certainly base 6 cannot take this. Now let us see base 7. Base 7. So maximum 3-digit number in base 7 would be 666 in base 7. That is nothing but 7 cube minus 1, right? Why are you writing 7 cube minus 1? Because that is same as smallest 4-digit number in base 7 minus 1, right? So 7 cube minus 1 is 342 in base 10. So now here, and we wanted smallest base as a 340 is, so now if 342 is a 3-digit number in base 7, so certainly 340 would be a base uh, is a 3-digit number in base 7 as well. So base 7 would be the answer because we want the smallest base. So less than 7 is 6, base 6, but in base 6 340 will be more than 3-digit number. This we have checked. So smallest possible, smallest base which satisfies the answer, smallest base is nothing but 7. This is the answer. So this is, I mean, we have used the concept of maximum n digit number in any base. Otherwise, we could have checked with starting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would have been a bit mechanical and time consuming. Hereby, using this process, we have saved on the time also, and the concept is very, I mean, logical. Now, let us see this question. A 4-digit number in base 10, when reversed, decreases by 5724. How many such numbers are possible? Good question this is. So here let us see. This will be a 4-digit number. So let the number be A, B, C, D in 4 digit in base 10 n, right? So this is said A, B, C, D minus D, C, B, A. This is the reverse of A, B, C, D. The difference between the two is 5, 7, 2, 4 in base 10, right? So this we can expand in 10 cube A, which is 1000 A plus 100 B plus 10C plus D minus 1000 D minus 100 B minus 10C minus D is nothing but 5724. This we will solve further. So this becomes 1000 A minus sorry, this will be A minus A becomes 999 A, 100 B minus C, this is B, this is A, right? 100B minus 10B becomes 90B, 10C minus 100C becomes 90C, and this becomes 999D is equal to 5724. This we can write as 99999 A minus D plus 90 times B minus C is 5724. So here we take 9 common from both LHS and RHS. It becomes 111 A minus D plus 10 B minus C. Here 9 6 are 54, 3, 9 3 are 27, 5, 9 6 are, so 636 this becomes, right? Now this equation has to be solved, and we know that ABCD, where ABCD belongs to 0 to 9 because it's a decimal system, and A cannot be 0, right? because if A becomes 0, then ABCD will not be a 4-digit number. D can be a 0. I mean, it's not such कि reverse is the digits is also 4-digit number, but the original number ABCD has to be a 4-digit number, so A cannot be 0. So this is the original term of the question, right? So 0 to 9. So now see, uh, what is this? RHS ends with 6, right? And in NHS, this term will end with 0. So this term has to end with 6, right? So to this to end with 6, actually this should be 6 only. So that 111 into 6 becomes, I mean, unit digit is 6, right? So this can take a value of 6 or 16 or that way, but A minus D cannot be 16 because the difference of the two digits which are from 0 to 9 can be maximum 9 only, right? So A minus D will take a value. So from here we can say, because here if we say unit digit is 6, here unit digit is 0. So therefore here it has to be 6, and for that A minus D has to be 6. So A minus D has to be 6. So what we do, we will multiply 111 into 6 plus 10 times B minus C is equal to 636. So here from here we will get that C minus B is nothing but 666 minus 636 30. 30 by 10 is 3. So C minus B becomes 10, 3. So basically what we have, A minus D is equal to 6 and C minus B is equal to 3. So A can take a value say 9. So D will take a value of A comma D we are doing. So 9 comma 3 or 8 comma 2 or 7 comma 1, or D can be 0 also, say 6 comma 0. So there are four possible values here, right? It cannot go further down because then it will be negative. D will be negative. Now C can, here I am writing C comma B, so it will be nothing but 9 comma 0, sorry, 9 comma 6, then 8 comma 5, 7 comma 4, 6 comma 3, 5 comma 1, or 4 comma 3 comma 0. So there are 2 to 4 to 6 1 7 cases here. So here it is 4 cases, here it is 7 cases. So total possible case is nothing but 4 into 7, which is 20. Wait, why are we multiplying here? Because see, for every value of A, say suppose I take one case, example case 1, if I take A is equal to 9, right? So if I take A is equal to 9 comma 3 and sorry, D is equal to 3, so how many values of B and C and B I can take? I can take 7 values, right? 9 6, I mean 9 3 9 6, 9 3 8 5, 9 3 7 4. So for every one case of A and D I can take 7 possible different C and B. So for four different cases of A and D, it will be 4 into 7 28 cases, right? So that way 28 is the answer here. So this is an important concept here. Nothing much of a base system, but uh, the approach is quite important, how to proceed ahead with the questions like this. Now next question is find the largest question says find the largest decimal number which is a 4-digit number in base 8. Okay. So see, the question says find the largest decimal number which is a 4-digit number in base 8. Right. So this is nothing but, I mean, 4-digit number. So one thing we need to understand, if in a decimal system and base 8 system, higher the number in decimal system, higher will be the corresponding value in base system. This we know because that is a one-to-one relation. So basically, the largest decimal number will also be the largest corresponding 4-digit number in a base 8. So to get that decimal number, basically we have to find the largest 4-digit number in base 8. So largest 4-digit number in base 8 is what? 777. So this can be converted to base 10 by 8 raised to power 4 minus 1 in base 10. So this is the answer, 8 raised to power 4 minus 1. So this we can write as nothing but 8 square is 64 square minus 1. 64 square we know is 196, so 96 and 25, 14, 29 plus 1, 39 plus 1, 40. So 4096 minus 1 is 4095. So pretty simple. Otherwise you can expand also 8 cube into 7 plus 8 square into 7 plus 8 into 7 plus, that way. That is very I mean, tedious. This is very simple process. We can get the largest 4-digit number. Why did we do 8 raised to power 4 minus 1? Because we know the largest 4-digit number in base 8 is the smallest 5-digit number in base 8 minus 1. And the smallest 5-digit number in base 8 is 8 raised to power 4. Right? Smallest number will be this 5-digit number in base 8. So this we can write as 8 into, there are 4 zeros, so 10, sorry, 8, 1 into 8 raised to power 4. So that is what we are doing. And this is the smallest minus 1. So this is the largest 4-digit number. So here we have used two concepts. I mean, the largest, I mean, decimal number and the corresponding value in any base will be similar. I mean, if the number is largest there, it will be corresponding value uh, in the decimal system would also be a largest. So we'll move to the next question now. Here in it says the largest 3-digit number in base A is equal to the smallest 4-digit number in base B. Okay. So largest 3-digit number in base A, what would it be? It would be nothing but, if I mean say 3-digit number, so and base is A, so all these numbers would be A minus 1, A minus 1 and A minus 1, right? So value would be AQ minus 1 in base 10, right? Largest 3-digit number in base A would be AQ minus 1, this we have seen. Smallest 4-digit minus 1. And similarly, largest sorry, smallest 4-digit number in base B, the smallest 4-digit number in base B is what? In base B, the smallest 4-digit number will be 100 only in base B, and this we can write as nothing but B raised to power 3. And these two values are equal in base 10, both are in base 10. So AQ minus 1 is equal to BQ. Therefore, we can write a cube minus b cube is equal to 1. We have to solve this equation. So a cube minus, acha, but now let us see if say suppose 1 cube, we know that 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125. So difference of two cubes are never 1, and as we go higher in the integer value, the difference is going to magnify itself. I mean, here the difference between the two is say 7, this is getting 19, the difference here this becomes 37, so that difference is also increasing. So there are no possible integral values of a and b such that the difference of the cube is 1. So therefore there's no solution to this question. So no possible, no possible integral solution to a and b, right? So that is the solution to this question. Now we look at this problem on question. Find the number of three-digit decimal numbers which, when converted to base 4, 5, 6, yield 5-digit, 4-digit, and 4-digit numbers respectively. Okay, so this is a conceptual question again. Here it says find the number of three-digit decimal numbers. Decimal means base 10 numbers, which when converted to base 4, 5, 6. So let the number be A, B, C in base 10, right? Now this number is being converted to base 4, 5 and 6. It's 5 digit, 4 digit and 4 digit numbers in respective bases. So let us say first conversion to base 4. So what is the minimum 5 digit, right? The base 4 gives 5 digit number. So minimum 5 digit number in base 4 is 10000, right? In base 5, this is given by 5 raised to power 4. Sorry, base is 4 here, my mistake. 4, so it is 4 raised to power 4, which is 256 in base 10, right? This we have converted to base 10. Now maximum 5 digit number. Why 5 digit number we are checking? Because it says when converted to base 4 it's 5 digit number. So 5 digit number maximum would be in base 4, it is 4 4 4 4 and 4. No, again base 4 it will be 3 only, right? So this will be given by nothing but 4 raised to power 5 minus 1, which is 4 raised to power 5 is nothing but 1024 minus 1 is 1023 in base 10, right? So now we will look at base 5 when conversion to base 5. Here also we say when converted to base 5 it ends up again a 4 digit number, right? So minimum 4 digit number in base 5. So here what did we get? That n would be between these two numbers, 256 and 1023 in base 10, right? Now here minimum 4 digit number in base 5 is given by 1000, which is nothing but 5 raised to power 3, which is 125, and maximum 4 digit number is base 5 is 4 4 4 4 in base 5. This we can write as what? 5 raised to power 4 minus 1. So this is 625 minus 1 is 624. So from these two I can write that n lies between 125 and 624. Now for base 6 we will check. Base 6 gives a 4 digit number. So what is the minimum 4 digit number? In base 6, that is nothing but, so minimum would be 6 cube in base 10, which is 216, right? And maximum 4 digit number is given by uh, 5 5 5 5 raised to power to the base 6. So this we can write as 6 raised to power 4 minus 1. So 6 raised to power 4 is 36. 36 square is 1296. 1296 minus 1 is 1295. So from these two I can write that n lies between 216 less than equal to n less than equal to 1295. So now from three equations, equation 1, 2, 3, from equation 1, 2 and 3, we can write from these three equations what is the common among all the three equations. 256 to 1023, 125 to 624, and 216 to 1294. So the common from these three is 256 to, we can write n lies between 256 to 624, right? This range satisfy all the three equations. So possible total number becomes how much? Difference of 14 minus 6 8, 11 minus 5 6, 5 minus 2 is 3 plus 1. So 369 numbers. So there are 369 numbers in base 10, which when converted to base 4 5 6, it's 5 digit, 4 digit and 4 digit numbers respectively. This we have seen. Right, so this is conceptual one. We need to first be clear of the approach, how to move ahead, and then so what we have tried doing, we have uh, found the range in which the respective n digit number will exist in the respective bases, and from there we have taken the intersection of the three, and hence the answer. Now question 12 says how many uh, decimal system perfect squares are there which are equivalent to 3 digit number in base 7 and a 4 digit number when converted in base 5. So it says in decimal system how many perfect square numbers are there which are equivalent to a 3 digit number in base 7 and a 4 digit number in when converted in base 5. So meaning if say suppose uh, 121 is a perfect square in base 10, I have to check whether this is also a 3 digit number in base 7 and 4 digit number in base 5. If that is the case, then this is one possible case. And how many such cases are there? So basically this is the if we decipher the question, this is what we get to know, right? So here we'll see. So first is a 3 digit number in base 7. So let us see what are the 3 digit numbers in base 7, right? We'll start, reverse now. We'll find what are the 3 digit numbers in base 7. Of those, what are the perfect squares? So base 7, minimum 3-digit number is what? uh, 100 in base 7. This is given by 7 square, which is 49 in base 10. Same maximum 3-digit number would be what? Maximum would be 666. This should be given by 7 cube minus 1, which is 7 cube is 343 minus 1 is 342 in base 10. Right. So from here we get 49 to 342. So basically, and all these are in base 10 now. So that number, so I mean here we know that n, which is in base, I mean decimal system, lies between 49 to 342. And between these two, what are the possible perfect squares? Possible perfect squares in this range is nothing but what? Uh, this is 7 square, right? So 7 square is 49, then 8 square would be there, 9 square would be there, till 19 square is 361, which is out of this range, 18 square will be in this range, and mind all 49 and 342 is in base 10, so that we can write here. So 18 square. So possible perfect square is from 17 square to 18 square, that is 12 perfect square numbers from here. Now we will check for base 5. What is the minimum 3-digit number? This is a 4-digit number, sorry. Minimum 4-digit number is 1,000,000 in base 5. So this is given by 5 cube, which is 125, right? And maximum 4-digit number in base 5 will be given by 4444 in base 5. This we can convert as 5 raised to power 4 minus 1 using the smallest 5-digit number minus 1. So here it becomes 625 minus 1, which is 624. So here n lies between 125 to 624. So possible perfect squares from here is nothing but what? 125. So this we can take as I mean now 11 square is 121, right? So this is not in this range. 12 square is 144, which is in this range. So it starts from 12 square, 13 square, 14 square, so on till 624 square. 624, I mean 624. We know 25 square is 625. So 25 would not be here. It will go up to 24 square. 24 square is 484, I think. So here this will be from 12 to 24. So we have to find how many numbers are there which when converted to base 3, base 7 is a 3-digit number, and when converted to base 5 is a 4-digit number. So that answer would be a intersection of these two. So required number of cases is intersection of 1 and 2, right? So here it is 7 to 18, here it is 12 to 24. So common would be what? 12 square, 13 square, 14 square, 15 square, 16 square, 17 square, and 18 square. That is the only common. From here minimum is 12, here maximum is 18. So 12 to 18, that is 7 cases. This is the answer to this question. Right, so here basically the approach we should be familiar with. Previous question also we had done on the similar approach. If we know this maximum minimum thing, we can solve the questions of this nature. Now the next question: find the number of digits in the product of two numbers expressed in base 7, wherein the first number is a 3-digit number in base 7 and second number is a 4-digit number in base 7. Right. So let us see this. Find the number of digits in the product of two numbers. So let the number be uh, x and y. So x, wherein first number is a 3-digit number in base 7. So that is 3-digit number in base 7. And second number y is a 4-digit number in base 7. Right. And these two numbers are multiplied to find the number of digits in the product of two numbers. So now again this is a minimum maximum question. So we have to now find, I mean here the base is throughout 7 only. So minimum x is nothing but what? X is a 3-digit number, so it will be 100. So this becomes 7 square, that is 49 in base 10. And maximum x, that is my 7 square. I mean, and maximum 3-digit number would be in base 7 would be 666 in base 7. This is nothing but 7 cube minus 1, right? So from here I can write x is nothing but 7 square, between 7 square and 7 cube minus 1, which is further I can simplify this as x is greater than equal to 7 square and less than 7 cube. Here the less than equal to 7 cube minus 1. This is less than 7 cube, right? This we can write. Now for y, minimum y is a 4-digit number. So minimum y would be 1000 in base 7. That is nothing but 7 cube. And maximum y is 664 times in base 7. So this becomes 7 raised to power 4 minus 1. Right. So from these two equations, I can write again similarly y is nothing but here y is between 7 cube and 7 4. Same way we can write, right? And now since the product of x and y is equal to nothing but equation 1 into equation 2, so that gives x into y will be less than 7 raised to power 7. We just add the powers 4 plus 3 7, and here it will be 7 raised to power 2 and 3, so it becomes 7 raised to power 5. Here this will be less than equal to. Now see what is it. So minimum value of xy is 7 raised to power 5 in base 10, right? This is in base 10. We have converted to base 10. This is, if we convert it back to base 7, what it would be? 7 raised to power 5 we convert to back. So this is nothing but, I mean, right, this if we convert this back to 7 and maximum xy would be what? 7 raised to power 7 minus 1. 7 raised to power, I mean xy is less than 7 raised to power 7, so maximum xy would be 7 raised to power 7 minus 1. So that we can write as 7. If we convert to base 7, this is in base 10. So this is like, this is again same. This is the 8 digit highest, 8 digit lowest number minus 1 will give 7 digit highest number. So we will have 7 numbers of 6, right? So here now minimum x is a 6 digit number, 2 to 4 to 6. So this is minimum x is a 6 digit number in base 7, and maximum x product is a 7 digit number in base 7, right? And we have to find the answer in base 7. So possible number of digits, so possible digits is nothing but 6 comma 7. This is the answer, right? So product will either have 6 digits product or a 7 digit product in base 7. Now next question is question number 14. Here it says a number n which is a 3 digit number in base 7, when expressed in base 9 the digits are reversed. Okay, so it says n is a 3 digit number in base A, B, C in base 7. Now it says when expressed in base 9, so same number when expressed in base 9 it becomes CBA in base 9, right? So this is the uh, expression which the question actually intends to say. So find a total possible number of such cases. So we solve this, we just expand this bracket here. So it will be nothing but 7 square A plus 7B plus C is equal to 9 square A plus 9B plus A, right? So if we solve this, it becomes 48A is equal to 49. No, no, this is CBA. 40, 9 9 ja 81 minus 1 is 80. So this is 80C. Here this becomes 9B minus 7B is 2B, right? So 2 is common, so that will cancel out from LHS and RHS. It becomes 24A is equal to nothing but this becomes 40C plus B. Now we know that since ABC just in a number digits in a base 7, so ABC will be between 0 to 6, right? Then only it will satisfy this base 7 criteria. And from here we also know that LHS is a LHS is a even number. So RHS must also be an even number. This number is even, so B must be even. So B can be to be even. It can take value 0, 2, 4, and 6 only. I mean maximum it can go to 6. So B can take 0, 2, 4, 6. Okay, one thing. Now again we'll say what is the maximum value of LHS? Maximum LHS can be 24 into A can take a maximum value of 6. So 24 into 6 is 144, right? So RHS also should be, so from here we try to find, I mean if LHS is 144, so from here we get 40 into C max plus B. Now for C to be maximum, B has to be minimum. So B minimum can be 0, right? So from here we can get C max, I mean B minimum is 0. So C max we will get as nothing but, or even if we don't put this, I mean B minimum criteria, then also we can get this B. So what can be C max? C max will be such that B is a minimum and this is maximum, right? So it becomes 144 minus certain value of B. So 40 times, so C can take a maximum value of 3 only, right? 3. C can take a maximum value of 3. So 43 is a 120. This is 144. It cannot take a value of 4. Otherwise, it becomes 160. And LHS is 144 only. So C can take maximum value of 3. Right? So C can take a, so basically from here I can say C is nothing but 0, 1, 2 and 3. Right? So we'll get back to our original equation wherein it says 24A is nothing but 40C plus B. So now if say C is 0, C is 0, so it becomes 24A is equal to B. So here even if A is 0, B is 0, but A cannot be 0, right? A cannot be 0. Here if we take B is equal to 0, A will be 0, but A cannot be 0 because it is a 3-digit number, right? So this is not a possible case, not a possible case. If C is equal to 1, it becomes 24A is equal to 40 plus B. Now A can take value 1, 2, 3. If A is 1, it is 24, right? But this is more than 40. If A is 2, this is 48. So LHS is 48 and RHS will be 48 if B is equal to 8, but B can take value upon 0, 2, 4, 6 only, right? So this is also not possible. If C is equal to 2, then what will happen? Uh, it becomes 80. So 24A is nothing but 80 plus B. Now again, if 80 plus B, so A can take value 4, which is 96. So B will have to be 16. Not possible. B can take maximum 6 only. Now C is equal to 3. This is the last value of C which we will check. So here it becomes 24A. C if 3, it becomes 120 plus B. So here now it is possible, right? So here A, from here I can say A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 3. So this is the only solution where A is equal to 5, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 3 is the only case possible. So number is 503 in base 7. Only one case. Answer. Now we'll again solve this illustration. It says ABC in base, say this will be actually CBA is same as CBA in base 5. Find the total possible such cases. So here again similar fashion we will expand this. It will become 7 square A plus 7B plus C is equal to 5 square C plus 5B plus A. So from here I can write 49A minus A is 48A. 7B plus 5 minus 5B is 2B is equal to 24C. So this basically becomes 2 will take common. So 12C is equal to nothing but 24A plus B, right? So, and here since both the numbers are true, so A comma B comma C can take values between 0 to 5, but A and, sorry, 0 and 4, well it is a base 5, so it can take maximum 4 values. So it can take maximum of 4, and a cannot be 0, right? Because otherwise this will not be a 3-digit number. But I think it's nowhere mentioned that it has to be 3-digit number, so a can take value 0 also. This condition will not be there, right? Now let us see here. What do you mean the maximum LHS? Maximum LHS would be 12 into 4, right, which is 48. And b has to be even number, that is b can take 0, 2 and 4, three cases, because LHS is even, RHS has to be even, right? So if so suppose LHS is 48, so 24 a max plus b min. I mean similar way we can do. So from here we can say a max, a can take a maximum value of 2, right? A cannot go more than 2. So possible values of a is nothing but 0, 1 and 2. Here we are assuming ki it's not mentioned, it's a 3-digit number. So let's assume ki a can take a value of 0. But if the question was clear ki it is ABC is a 3-digit number, then we would not have taken a is equal to 0 as a case. Now we'll come back to our original question. So here equation 12c is equal to 24a plus b. Now if a is equal to 0, then it becomes 12c is equal to b. Does this give a, so this gives that both, I mean all a b c 0, right? This is the case. Then if a is equal to 1, then it becomes 12c is nothing but 24 plus b. So from here we get b is equal to 0. B is equal to 0 is a solution. B is equal to 0 and c is equal to 2. And if a is equal to 2, it becomes 12c is 48 plus b. So here c can take a value of 4 and uh, b 0, right? If b is yeah, b can take 0 only, and c, I mean permissible between the range which is prescribed here between 0 to 4. So this is the possible solution. So now we will see a b c possible values are a is 0, b is 0, 0 0 0, another is 1 0 2, right? And then one is 204, 204. This we will take it as a, I mean, non-trivial solution. uh, this we will ignore because it does not make a sense 0 in base 7 when inverted. It's true for all the numbers, right? I mean 0, if you convert from any base to any base, it will give 0 only. So this is not a solution to this question. So number of possible cases is 2 possible cases, right? This is the answer. Now we come to question 16. So here for the numbers written in base 7, find the number of positive integers which are less than 1000 and contains among 0, 1, 2. So numbers written in base 7 less than 1000 means see here base is 7 and less than 1000 means it has to be 3-digit number, right, in base 7. Number of positive integers which are less than 1000 and contains among 0, 1 and 2 only, right? So here first we will find total number of numbers less than 1000 in base 7. That is nothing but, I mean, this can take what, base 7, so it can take 0 to 6. It can take 0 also because it can be 2 digits. This also can take 0, and this also can take 0 to 6. So 7 possible cases, 7 possible cases, 7 possible cases. Total case is 7q, which is 343, right? Total possible case. No, no, sorry, my mistake. But here, I mean, it's right. The total number of numbers less than 1000 in base 7 is this only. But if we have to find total number of numbers, total numbers less than 1000 only containing 0, 1 and 2, then it will be like all the three places has 0 to 2, right? Only three possibilities, 0 to 2, 0 to 2. So 3q, which is 27. But since the question found the number of positive integers, so there will be one case where all the three places take 0, 0, 0. So that one number, which in which case, I mean, that is 0 basically, that we will subtract. So answer would be 27 minus 1, 26 positive integers. This is the answer, 26 here. Now, so this question we have seen. Now, another variant of the same question. For the numbers written in base 7, find the number of positive integers which are less than 652 and contain digits among 1, 2, 5 and 6 only. Right. So see, here we need to be a bit careful. Base is 7, right? And integers are less than 652, right? So first we will find total numbers less than 600 satisfying the requirement in the question. Requirement. Total numbers. First we check for 3-digit number. 3-digit number. 3-digit number would be, so here we can have 1, 2, 5, 6, right? So 4 cases possible. No, sorry, less than 600. We are checking for less than 600. So it will not be 6. It will be 1, comma 2, comma 5. So it will be 3 cases. Then here, second place, we can have all the digits. 1, 2, 5 and 6. So 4. Here also we can have on the 4. So 4 cases. So it becomes 3 into 4 into 4, right? Which is 48. Then 2-digit number we will check, right? 2-digit number would be what? It can take any number, but we are checking for less than 600. It can take both. I mean, 4 cases here and 4 cases here. So 4 into 4, 16. Here only 3 because we were checking for less than 600. And then 1-digit number, 4. So this, so here total becomes, total uh, is 48 plus 16 plus 4, which becomes 20, 68, right? So 68 numbers are there which are less than 600 and are only consisting 1, 2, 5 and 6 as digits. Now we will separately take the cases for the number which are more than, for numbers more than 600 and less than 652, right? So here we know that the third place digit is already 6, right? Now we check the second place. Let's assume first case key is a 1, so third place can take here on the 4 cases, so it will be 4. Now 6, then the next second case be this digit is 2, so here also 4 cases, then 6. Now assume this is 5, so 6 5, so here one case will be 651 and other would be 652. Next big number would be 652, which we need not take, so here it is one case, so we get 9 cases from here. So total cases is nothing but 68 plus 9, which is 77. We get an answer. Here we have to now see the difference between the two parts. Here we knew that all the 3-digit numbers we can take, right? Because it was less than 1000, so all the 3-digit numbers we could take, and therefore we can directly use the relation key. Relation in a sense key, we can all the digits can take the respective numbers 0 1 2 3, 0 1 2, and thereby you can get the answer. But here even the third place digit can take maximum of 6, and for that the numbers has to contain only 1 2 5 and 6. So here we'll make different cases, the number of 3-digit numbers, 2-digit numbers, 1-digit number, and since the number does not has to contain 0, so therefore we cannot straight away write 0 to 2 or 0 to 3. So therefore we require to make different cases and then count the total satisfying case, and here we get 77 as answer. So 68 from here and 9 from here, it becomes 77. Now question number 17, how many base 8 numbers are less than 10,000 in base 8 have 7 as a digit? Okay, so basically it says number is less than in base 8, so means number is nothing of but 4-digit number, right, in base 8. And this 4-digit number, its question is how many such numbers are having 7 as one of the digits. So total 4-digit number in base 8 would be how much? 1 2 3 4 places. This place can take 0 to 7. I mean not only 4-digit number, here I write this as, rephrase this, total numbers less than 10,000 in base 8. So it will take on 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, right? So here it is 0 to 7. Here also it is 0 to 7, 0 to 7, 0 to 7, because it is base 8. So 8 case, possible case, 8 possible. So there are 8 raised to power 4, which is uh, nothing but I think 4096, right? 4096. This is 64 square, so 196, 25 plus 14, 39 plus 1, 4096. Yeah. And This is right now, but this 4096 is total number of numbers which are less than 10,000 in base 8. But we have to find all those which are having at least 7 as a digit. So now we will find total numbers less than 10,000 which do not include 7 in any of the places. So this is like here it can have all the values my except for 7. So 7 bar means 7 is not here, right? This means 7 is not here. It has all the numbers from 0 to 6. So basically I write this as 0 to 6, 0 to 6, 0 to 6. So this can take 7 cases, 7 counts. So this becomes 7 raised to power 4, right? So 7 raised to power 4 basically is 49 square. 49 square is 2401. So now the number of base 8 numbers which are less than 10,000 and has 7 as a digit is total case minus such cases which do not have 7, right? So answer is nothing but 4096 minus 2401. So we found the total number of cases, then we subtracted such cases which does not include 7 to get those cases which are less than 10,000 and have at least 1 7, right? So here it becomes 6 minus 1 5, 9 minus 0 0, 6 1, 1695 is the answer. Next question is of a similar pattern. So here it reads that how many of the first 1296 integers in decimal system when converted to base 6 contain 3 or 4 as a digit, right? So how many of the first 1296 integers? So 1296 in base 10 when converted to base 6, this is remainder. So here 6 to the 12, remainder is 0, 6 36 0, 6 6 0, 6 1 0. So basically 1296 in base 10 is nothing but 1. We will go from bottom to top in base 6. Now the question can be rephrased as how many of the first 10,000 integers in base 6 contain 3 or 4 as a digits. So now it's a very similar to what we did in the previous question. So basically n is nothing but a 4 digit number if it is less than 10,000, 4 digit number which contain 3 or 4 as a digits. So first we will find total numbers less than 10,000 in base 6. That is here it can take 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0 to 5 and 0 to 5. So 6 cases, right? So this becomes 6 raised to power 4 which is 36 square. 36 square is 4096. Now numbers less than 10,000 in base 6 which do not include 3 or 4, right? 3 or 4. So basically here it can take what? 0, 1, 2, 5, right? This is the possible case. So same here also. So this is 4 cases, 4 cases, 4 cases, 4 cases. So this becomes 4 raised to power 4, which is nothing but 256. Right, this is 36 square. Now I think there's some error here. It will be 1096. 1096. So now the required cases would be total numbers less than 10,000 minus total numbers less than 10,000 which do not include 3 and 4 gives total numbers less than 10,000 which includes at least 3 or 4 as a digit. So that becomes 1096 minus 256. It becomes 6 minus 60, 840 is the answer. So there are 840 numbers less than, right? So out of the first 1296 integers, there are 840 integers which contain 3 or 4 as a digit in base 6, right? Calculation should be fine only. Base 6 0 to 5, base 6 0 to 5 only, but here there are 3 and 4 are not there. So I think hopefully right. Now question number 19, how many of the first 1000 integers in base 6 contain 0 as a digit? So 1000 integers in base 6 contain 0 as a digit, right? So here we'll have to make cases, I think, 3 different cases. So first 1000, so let us take unit digits, base is 6. Unit digits, rather I write this single digit number. So only one, so single digit number, uh, this will be what? Only one case would be there, that is 0. That is one case, and it's not positive integer, so this case needs to be counted. Now two digits numbers. So that is in base 6 two digit numbers. So here it can have 1 to 5, so 5 cases, right? And here I mean, see, I mean, let us find the total cases total, and this can take the 6, 0 to 6. So basically, let us find here what I'm calculating here, total number of numbers not including 0, right? So single digit number not including 0, so there is no 0 case. Let us rephrase the so single digit number which do not include 0, it can have what, 1 to 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 to 5 cases, which is like 5 cases, right? And here also it will be 1 to 5 cases. So now two digit number which do not include 0. So here 1 to 5, and this also will be 1 to 5. So 5 cases. So it becomes 5 into 5, 25. Now three digit numbers which do not include 0. So three digit number which do not include 0 is nothing but this will be 1 to 5. This will be 1 to 5, 1 to 5. No zeros here. So 5, 5, 5. So 125. So total numbers number less than 10, sorry, 1000 in base 6 which do not contain 0 is nothing but 5 plus 25 plus 125, which is 155, right? So this is the, now here this side we will calculate total number of numbers less than 1000 in base 6. So what would be, I mean this is, then it will be three digit numbers. This can take 0 to 5, 0, I mean we are finding total numbers 0 to 5. So it will be 6, 6, 6. So that is nothing but 6 cube, which is 216. So required number would be what, 216 minus 155. 216 is total numbers less than 1000 minus total numbers less than 1000 which do not include 0 will give the total numbers less than 1000 which contain 0 as a digit, right? So 216 minus 155, this gives 61 as answer, right? Now next question, find the 14th smallest positive integer that can be written in base 3 representation using only 0 and 1. Okay, so here this is a good conceptual question. I write in base 2 first. What are the numbers are there in ascending order? So 0, 1. I mean base 2 contains only 0 and 1, right? We know 0, 1. Then it will be 1, 0. Then 1, 1. Right? Then it becomes, sorry, no 2 here. It becomes 1, double 0. 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 1. Right? This way, and then again it will be 1, triple 0, 1, double 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Right? This way it will go on. This is the, I mean, in increasing order, base 2 numbers, base 2 binary system will have these numbers. Now in base 3, if we check, it will be first start with 0, 1. Base 3 will have 1, 2, 0, 1 and 2. Right? So 0, 1, 2. Right? Then it starts from again 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Then 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Right? This is the maximum two digit number. Now it will be three digit number. Smallest is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 1, then it becomes 1 1 0. No, sorry, 102 would be there, right? 102, then it becomes 1 1 0, 1 1 1, 1 1 2, right? Then 1 1 2, then again it will take 1 2 0, 1 2 1, 1 2 2, and that way it will go on. Now, so this is the hierarchy of the numbers in increasing order in base 2. This is in base 3, right? Now, we just instead of 14th, we will take some smaller number. Say we take 7th number. The 7th smallest, if it's a positive number, so we exclude 0, right? So 7th positive number would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 7th number here, uh, 7th positive number in base 2 is what? That is 111, right? And now the 7th positive number in base 3 which only contains 0 1, right? So this contains 1, fine. 2 we will not take. 7th positive number, 7th largest, I mean 7th smallest number in this series which only contains 0 and 1. So this we will take, this we will take, this we will take, this we will not take, right? This we will cross out. This also has a 2 2. This we will take, this we will take, this we will not take, this we will take. This is a possible case. This is not, this is not, this is not, right? So now see, if we count here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So here also, now so see, seventh positive, seventh smallest positive integer using only 0 and 1 even in base 3 is 111, and that is same as the seventh smallest number in base 2, right? So basically, so that is means the 14th smallest positive integer here that can be written in base 3 representation using only 0 and 1. So now instead of 7th we will go further and find the 14th smallest, I mean 111 by the 7th. Now we will go further and find the 14th smallest number, right? So can we not say, I mean for 7th, I mean this 111 is same as the 7th smallest number in base 2. So for 14th number in base 3 using only 0 and 1 will be same as 14th number will be same as 14th number. So here I write 14th smallest positive integer in base 3 using only 0 and 1 will be same as the 14th smallest number in base 2. I mean here positive number will exclude 0, or you can take also it becomes 15th. I mean since here in question positive is given, so we'll concern, I mean limit ourselves to the positive numbers only, right? Because here seventh number in base 3 only using 0 and 1 is 111, which is same as the seventh number in the base 2. So same way we can write now, okay, that will be 14th number in base 2, and 14th number is base 2 is nothing but converting 14 in base 10 to base 2, right? Because this is nothing but 1, this is 1 0 is 2, this is 3, right? The decimal form. So this is base 2. So if we convert 14 to base 2, it will be I'll convert here 2 7 0 2 3 1 2 1 1. So it becomes 0001. So here it becomes 1110 in base 2, right? So basically the 14th number in this series is 1110, and the same number has to be there in base 3. So basically, uh, the 14th smallest number in base 3, which contains only 0 and 1, would be nothing but 1110 in base 3, right? Here this is in base 2, and here this is in base 3. And so this we will convert back to decimal. So it will be 3 cube plus 3 square plus 3 plus 0, right? So this will be 27 plus 9 plus 3. So this is 39. So 39 is the I mean in decimal form in base 10 we can write this answer. This is a very important concept here which says, I mean, and basis this now we will use base system in different real life applications also, because if only two digits are used, 0 and 1, so using that two digits, the nth smallest positive number will be same as the nth smallest positive number in uh, base which only has those two digits, right? And using that we can solve this. So here 14th digit in base 2 would have been our answer. 14th digit in base 2 is same as the conversion of 14 in base 2 to base 2, base 10 to base 2, that is 1, I mean 1110. And then this number would be same in base 3 also, right? So convert that base 3 to the number to get the answer 3912. So hope this was clear enough. We'll end this session here. We'll take some more application based question of base system in future discussions. So thanks for watching this video.